You've been walking every morning, eating better, cutting sugar, the scale is moving, your face looks leaner, your arms are thinner, your legs feel lighter, but your belly? Still there, and you're starting to wonder if you're doing something wrong. You're not. What's happening is pure biology, and once you understand it, you'll never lose hope again. Today I'm showing you exactly why your body treats belly fat like it's the most precious thing it owns, and the specific protocol that forces it to finally let go. In this video, you'll learn three things. First, why belly fat is biologically different from every other fat in your body. Second, why your body burns fat from everywhere else first and protects your belly last. And third, the exact combination of habits that science now proves accelerates visceral fat loss faster than anything else. Let's start with the most important thing most people never learn. Body fat falls into two main categories: subcutaneous fat, the soft layer just beneath the skin that you can pinch. Visceral fat is different. It is packed around the liver, intestines, and pancreas inside the abdominal cavity, where you cannot pinch it or directly target it. Here's why this matters. Visceral fat is metabolically unhealthy and releases large amounts of inflammatory chemicals that can cause brain atrophy and affect cognitive function. It's not just sitting there. It's actively releasing hormones, inflammatory signals, and fatty acids into your liver 24 hours a day. Unlike subcutaneous fat beneath the skin, visceral fat, packed around the abdominal organs, releases hormones that influence how your body stores energy, processes insulin, and responds to stress. This is why a caloric deficit alone is often not enough, especially after 40, when shifting hormone levels actively promote fat accumulation around the midsection. Visceral fat responds to hormones first, and it is almost always the last area to release its reserves. This is not a willpower problem. It's biology. When you start losing weight, your body follows a specific priority order. It burns the fat that's easiest to access first, subcutaneous fat from your face, arms, and legs. Your body is protecting the visceral fat because evolutionarily it was stored there as the last emergency reserve, the fuel closest to your vital organs for maximum efficiency. Visceral fat can adapt to repeated periods of fasting and protect its energy reserves. This may be why visceral fat can be resistant to loss after prolonged periods of dieting. This is why people who diet hard for weeks see results everywhere except their belly, and then give up right before the belly fat was about to start burning. As men and women age, there is an unhealthy redistribution of fat from more benign areas into the visceral compartment. There is a direct relationship between sex hormones and the distribution of fat throughout the body. This explains why belly fat gets harder to lose after 40. It's not just willpower, it's hormonal. Here's the good news. Visceral fat is actually the first to go when people adopt a healthier lifestyle, with the right combination of diet and physical activity. The key word is combination. Visceral fat responds to overall caloric deficit, stress management, adequate sleep, and specific dietary patterns. While you cannot choose where fat comes off first, evidence-based strategies can accelerate visceral fat loss compared to fat stored in other areas. The four-part protocol that specifically targets visceral fat. 1. Fasted walking every morning. As we've covered before, walking in a fasted state forces your body to tap fat stores for fuel. After weeks 4 to 6 of consistent fasted walking, your body has cleared enough subcutaneous fat that it finally begins accessing visceral reserves. 2. Cut added sugar and refined carbs. Foods high in trans fats and refined sugar can drive visceral fat accumulation. Sugar specifically drives insulin, which is the primary signal that tells your body to store fat viscerally. 3. Manage cortisol through sleep. Sleep deprivation raises cortisol, lowers growth hormone, disrupts hunger hormones, and specifically increases visceral fat storage. No supplement or diet can overcome chronic sleep deprivation. 4. Add resistance training. A Cambridge University study found that combining diet improvement with physical activity is the most effective way to reduce visceral fat specifically, more than cardio alone. Here's the moment that changes everything. Most people quit between weeks 3 and 5. The scale has moved, their clothes fit better everywhere, but the belly hasn't changed yet, and they think it's not working. It is working. Your body has been systematically clearing fat from every other area precisely because it's saving the belly for last. Visceral fat is a marker for everything: insulin resistance, elevated cardiovascular risk, fatty liver disease, and type 2 diabetes. And here's what nobody tells you. When visceral fat finally starts to burn, it burns fast, because unlike subcutaneous fat, which releases slowly, visceral fat is highly metabolically active. Once your body unlocks it, It goes quickly. The people in the comments who lost 10 inches off their waist, who dropped 15 kilograms in 52 days, they all said the same thing. Nothing happened for weeks. Then suddenly everything happened at once. That's not luck. That's the biology working exactly as it should. So here's your complete protocol. Walk fasted every morning, minimum 30 minutes. Cut added sugar and refined carbs. Sleep 7-9 hours. Cortisol is your enemy. Add resistance training twice a week. And most importantly, don't quit between weeks 3 and 5. That's when your body is doing the hardest work. Your belly fat is not a sign of failure. It's a sign that your body has been saving the best for last. Hit like if this gave you the motivation to keep going. Next week, I'm covering what to eat after fasted walking to maximize fat loss. Most people completely ruin it at this step. Subscribe so you don't miss it.